This isn't just some random string of letters. This is widely considered one of the most impenetrable codes ever found. It's a final, cryptic message tied to a death that has completely stumped investigators for over 75 years. And today, we're going to dig into why.
So to really get this mystery, we have to start not with the victim, but with the puzzle he left behind. It's a sequence of letters so strange, so random looking, that it's basically a cryptographer's worst nightmare. And here it is, 5 lines of capital letters. At first glance, it looks like total gibberish, right? There are no words you can recognize, no obvious pattern. This is the Taman Shud cryptogram, and it's the absolute heart of this whole mystery. It looks like nonsense, but what if it's a secret that someone died to protect? I mean, think about that for a second. What if this isn't just some clever puzzle for us to solve? What if it's literally the last thing a person ever put down in writing? That possibility just changes everything. It turns a simple code into this haunting, final message. All right, so to understand the code, we have to go back to where it all began. And that story starts with a body on a beach, a case that would become one of Australia's most famous and enduring mysteries. Okay, so picture this. It's December 1948. A well-dressed man is found on Somerton Beach in Australia. No ID, no wallet, nothing. Even the labels from his clothes had been snipped off. For months, the case was a total dead end. But then, a pathologist, re-examining his trousers, finds something incredible. A tiny hidden pocket, carefully sewn into the waistband, and inside was the very first clue. And I mean, tiny. This wasn't a letter or a driver's license. It was just a little scrap of paper, rolled up tight and deliberately hidden away. When they unrolled it, they found just 2 printed words, clearly torn from the page of a book. Those 2 words were Taman Shud. The police had no idea what it meant, but a librarian quickly identified it. It's a Persian phrase, and it means it is ended or it is finished. All of a sudden, a baffling mystery became deeply, deeply unsettling. You have a dead man carrying a hidden message that literally translates to the end. So now the police had this bizarre clue, but they had no idea what book it came from. So they put out a public appeal, hoping someone, anyone, might recognize it. And that's when the next piece of this incredible puzzle just fell right into their laps. And you know what? The public appeal actually worked. A man came forward. He remembered something strange from around the time the body was found, something he just dismissed as totally unimportant at the time. He told police that right around the time of the death, he'd found this rare book that had been tossed onto the backseat of his car, which was parked unlocked near Somerton Beach. He didn't think anything of it, just kind of shoved it in the glove compartment. But the police appeal jogged his memory,
So he turns the book over to the police, and as they're examining it, they find something on the back cover, something incredibly faint, almost invisible, indentations left by a pencil.
and this is where it all clicks into place. The book was a rare edition of a collection of poems called The Rubaiyat of Amar Khayyam. Forensics confirmed it. The tiny scrap of paper was torn from its final page. And those faint pencil markings on the back cover, well, that was our code. The puzzle and the dead man were now undeniably linked.
So finally, the police had the code. They must have thought, this is it, the breakthrough. They sent it to Australia's top military and intelligence codebreakers, the absolute best minds in the country. And every single one of them came back with nothing. And that really is the big question, isn't it? With all of our modern computing power, with decades of fresh eyes looking at it, why does this short string of letters remain a complete and total secret? Well, the answer is in how the code itself seems to be built. So what makes it so tough? Well, for one, we don't even know what language it's in. It could be English or something else entirely. Second, it's just too short. Codebreakers look for patterns, like how often the letter E shows up in English, but there's just not enough text here to find any reliable pattern. This leads some to think it's a one-time pad. That's the holy grail of ciphers, a mathematically unbreakable code. Or maybe it's not even a cipher at all. Maybe they're just initials, the first letter of each word in a sentence, like a memory aid. How could you ever solve them? This really is the core of the problem. A normal, solvable code gives you clues. It has predictable patterns, it's long enough to analyze, you know the language. The Taman Shud note gives you, well, none of that. It's a cryptographic brick wall. Every door you try is locked, and you don't even know if you're holding the right set of keys. So, where does that leave us today? Well, without cracking the code, the identity of the Somerton man, his cause of death,
And whatever his final message was, it all remains completely unknown, a mystery for the ages. I mean, just think about that. Over 75 years have passed. It's a perfect storm of the unknown. An unknown man, an unknown cause of death, and a seemingly unbreakable code that holds his last thoughts. And that leaves us with the ultimate question. Is this some kind of perfectly executed, unbreakable cipher from the shadowy world of espionage? Or is it simply the last desperate scribbles of a man whose life was finished? For now, the answer stays locked away in those cryptic lines.